Hi there, it's Krista, former U.S. visa officer. Today I want to talk to you about the secret of success at a U.S. visa interview. Now, whether or not you're applying for a visa for the first time, or this is going to be an application after a refusal, maybe the first or second or third application after you've been refused. Either way, you have to keep a very important element in mind, and that is that you need to be personable and believable to the visa officer. The reason for this, there are two. The first one is that the visa interview is really short. It's not going to be more than 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes even less than that. So you've got to really rely on the impression that you're making on the visa officer in your interview. That impression needs to be genuine, believable, even likable. Now, the other thing is that the visa officer themselves are interviewing, 100, maybe 150 people a day, and the job itself for them is very monotonous. I know this because I did thousands and thousands of visas, and at some point it gets really boring and old to keep asking people, why do you want to go to the United States? What are you going to do in the United States? Those kind of repetitive questions make the job itself a little bit difficult, to be honest. So when a visa officer gets an applicant who is personable, believable, likable, who's really engaging and answering the questions and bringing up points that are going to help support issuance, it breaks up that monotony in their day and say, wow, this is a really good visa applicant. I'm gonna issue. So these two factors of really leaving a good impression on the officer and also making them see that you're different, that you're somehow more prepared, more personable, more likable, more believable than the other 100 visa applicants that they've talked to in that day. Both of those factors are going to make a positive impression, and it's going to help you get visa issuance. And this is the case whether or not this is your first visa or whether or not you're reapplying after a refusal. If you're reapplying after a refusal, this is even more important. You've got to impress upon the officer that it's worth reconsidering your case based on, of course, you being an applicant that is personable, believable, likable, etc. So you've really got to bring in that human element to your visa interview and make sure that the visa officer sees that you are approvable in this very short space that you have to convince them. Here at Argo Visa, we're happy to help you with this part of the visa interview. We work with people all the time on how to prepare for their visa interview and work within the constraints of the visa interview so that the visa officer they talk to can really see that they're qualified. We look forward to working with you.
Don't leave your visa interview to chance. Meet with a former visa officer to get the insights and preparation you need to pass your U.S. visa interview.